Hi guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day. So I wanted to come on here and talk about Missy Beavers and Brandon Beavers birth charts for the day that Missy Beavers lost her life. Sorry, had to get my... Okay, so their sun, both, and the transit planets are the planets that are how the planets are aligned on any given day and what house they fall in for you or whoever I'm doing it on, right? So Missy's sun was in Aries in the 9th house of higher mind, expansion, international, long distance travel, foreign language, inspiration, luck, adventure, gambling, religion, morals, and ethics. And this would be religion, moral, and ethics. So this could be her being at church, because the sun is your vitality, your concern, yourself. And Aries it covers the first house it covers all first, impressions of self, appearance, leadership, fresh starts, and beginnings. And then his rules the 11th house. His sun is in Aries in the 11th house of teams, friendships, groups, society, technology, video, electronic media, rebellion, rules, sudden events, surprises, invention, etc. And that was his self. It covers his self, which covers all first, the self, appearance, leadership, fresh starts, and beginnings. So their moon is in Virgo. Hers is in the 2nd house of Taurus, which is immediate material, physical environment, taste, sounds, touch, rules income and money, and it rules self-esteem. So Virgo rules the 6th house of health and service, schedules, organization, routines, fitness, diet, exercise, being of service to others. So this is her going into work. And moon rules the 4th house of foundation of all things, includes your home, your privacy, basic security, your parents, especially your mother, children, own mothering abilities, nurturing, and TLC. So hers is in her 2nd house of immediate. So her immediate environment is her at home thinking about leaving, right? She's about to leave and go to be of service to others, right? And to go health and service, fitness, organization, routines. That's her. And his moon is in Virgo in his 4th house of Cancer, which is foundation of all things, includes your home, your privacy, your basic security, your parents, especially mother, children, own mothering abilities, nurturing, and TLC. The 4th house is ruled by the moon, which is emotions, instincts, and habits. So this is about her habits at home, sharing, of being of service to others. The moon is ruled by Cancer, which is our emotions, the feminine, water, darkness within us. So his moon is in Virgo in the 4th house, so he's thinking about her leaving home and going. They're both thinking about the same thing, basically, but that's her immediate environment, and it's what he's thinking about. Mercury in Taurus in the 10th house for Missy, and her Mercury is in Taurus. The 10th house is Capricorn, which is the most public part, structures, corporations, traditions, public image, fame, honors, achievement, awards, rules, discipline, authority figures, and fathers. And that's communicating. Mercury is the planet of communication, all forms of communication. Communication, Taurus, 10th house. Taurus rules the 2nd house of immediate environment, physical environment, taste, touch, smells, rules income and money. So the authority figures or father is in her immediate, most public part. She's communicating with him in her immediate environment. In the 10th house. Okay. I'm sorry. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. So all forms of communication, talking, thinking, gadgets, devices, cover siblings, neighborhoods, local travel, and community fairs. And health and service schedules, organization routines, fitness, diets, exercise, and being of service to others. So she was communicating, or siblings communicating. I wonder if it's his sibling. Interesting. And his Mercury's in Taurus in the 12th house. The 12th house rules endings, final stages of projects, tying up loose ends, completion, old age, surrender, separation from society, hidden agenda, secret enemies. Okay, so that's secret enemies, and that's his immediate environment. So that Taurus was the second house of immediate material and physical environment. So he's at the ending of communication of Mercury, which rules all forms of communications, talking, thinking, gadgets, devices, covers siblings, neighborhoods, local travel, community affairs. Okay? Wow. Alright, so now their Venus is in Aries, hers is in the 9th house of higher mind expansion, religion, risk, gambling, religion, moral, and ethics. So this would be her probably at the church now. And the Venus is there. Venus is in Aries. Aries rules the first house of first impressions, the self, appearance, leadership, fresh starts, and beginnings. And Venus rules Taurus, which is the immediate and physical environment, taste and spell. And it rules the 7th house of relationships and other people, governs all partnerships, business and personal relationship associated matters, like contracts, marriage, and business deals. So, and his is in the 11th house of teams, friendships, groups, society, technology, video, electronic, network, rebellion, sudden events, surprises, invention. Which is, it's in Aries, which is the first impression, the self, appearance, fresh start, and beginning. And Venus covers Taurus, the immediate material, physical environments, rules income and money, relationships, and other people. Okay, so he's there with people. Interesting. He's in her environment with people in the 9th house of religion. Okay, Mars in Sagittarius in the 5th house. Mars in Sagittarius in the 5th house. Okay, that's the house of Leo, which is ruled by the sun, which is, yourself, your main concern, your vitality. Self-expression, drama, creativity, color and attention, romance, fun, and play for Missy. And it's in Sagittarius, the 9th house of religion, so this is going to be at the church. And Mars is the ruler of Aries, which is all first impression, the self, appearance, leadership, fresh starts. And that's the god of war, plan of action, determination, and drive. Mars and Sagittarius. And his 6th house of Virgo, which is health and service schedules, organization routines, diet, exercise, natural living, helpful, being of service to others. Wow. And in the 9th house, and in the 1st house, what I just covered. Interesting. Jupiter in Virgo in the 2nd house. So their Jupiter is in Virgo in the 2nd house, which is immediate material, physical environment, taste, touch, spells, rules income and money. And Virgo is the health and service, schedules, organization, routine, fitness and diet, being of service to others. And Jupiter is the ruler of the 9th house, which is religion. So this, yeah. And his is in the 4th house of home, which is foundation of all things, includes your home, your privacy, basic security, your parents, especially your mother, children, own mothering ability, nurturing, and TLC. And that's for Brandon there. His Jupiter is in Virgo in his 4th house. Religion. So his mother is there. is in, wow, okay, so his mother is with him, I would say. Saturn in Sagittarius in her 5th house. Saturn in Sagittarius in the 5th house of Leo. Self-expression, drama, creativity, center of attention, romance, fun, and play. Okay. In her 5th house. And Saturn is in Sagittarius in his 7th house of Libra, which is relationships and other people, governs our partnerships, business and personal relationship associated matter, like contracts, marriage, and business deals. Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius, which is higher mind, international travel, foreign language, inspiration, luck, risk, adventure, gambling, religion, morals, and ethics. And Saturn rules Capricorn, which is the most public part. Corporations, traditions, public image, fame, honors, achievement, awards, boundaries, rules, discipline, authority figures, fathers. So the most public part is his father. Okay. Uranus is in Aries in the 9th house for Missy, which is Sagittarius. And Uranus is rebellion. Aries is the god of war. The planet of war, because it's ruled by Mars, the god of war, and it covers all first impressions and periods, fresh starts and beginnings. And Saturn is in Capricorn. That's the most public part. Structures, corporation, discipline, authority figures, fathers. Okay. And his Uranus is in Aries in the 11th house of teams, friendships, groups, society, electronic video and electronic media, originality, sudden events, surprises, invention. And Neptune is in Pisces in her 8th house, which is the 8th house is of birth, death, sex, transformation, mysteries, merged energies, rules other people's property and money. So this would be her death by the god. So the god of the sea is Neptune, and that rules imagination, delusions, illusions, and Pisces rules the 12th house of it, rules the ending. So Neptune in Pisces, this is where her life ended right here. And when her life ended, his was in Neptune and Pisces in the 10th house of most public parts, structures, corporations, traditions, public image, honors, boundaries, rules, discipline, authority figures, and fathers. And Pluto in Capricorn in her 6th house of Virgo, health and service, schedules, organization, being of service to others. And his is in the 8th house of death. His Pluto is in Capricorn in the 8th house of birth, death, sex, mysteries, merged energies, rules other people's property and money. And Pluto rules the 10th house of the most public parts, structures, corporations, traditions, public image, fame, authority figures, and fathers. And Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio, which is the 8th house of death. So, interesting. So, and she lost her life being a service to others, schedules, organization, fitness, diet, routine. She lost her life during her routine. And birth, death, sex, transformation, mysteries. This is where his merged energies on other people's property and money. And his authority figures, fathers, are the person that did that. Neptune's in Pisces in its ruling sign, which is the final stages, projects, tying up loose ends, surrender, separation from society, hidden agendas, secret enemies, and the imagination. And it's in the 8th house of death, and his is in the 10th house of the most public part, structures, fathers, public images, honor, fame, achievement, awards, boundaries, rules, discipline, authority figures, and fathers. Interesting. So he has, let's see, rules, endings. This one right here, this is the ending for him. So he's communicating in the immediate environment. So Mercury is the ruler of Virgo and Gemini, and it's the problem solver, schedule, ease of communication, and communication, intellect, reason. With Taurus in the immediate environment, it rules income and money. Yeah. So, him and his parents, according to this, his father and his mother, did it as a team. I think that the father is actually the most public part, so he's the one that actually killed her. I'm going to say that because it's in the 8th house of death for Brandon, and in her 8th house of death is Neptune, the god of, so I would be interested to know if he was a water sign man. If, because Neptune is imagination, dreams, and delusions. So, it's the planet of imagination, dreams, delusions. So, and it's in Pisces in the 12th house of endings, projects, tying up loose ends, completion, surrender, separation from society, hidden agendas, secret enemies, and the imagination. I'm going to say that this rules the end. This is the end for her. Neptune and money. So, because of money, it was death, it was endings. This is going to be the end, though, for her. Neptune and Pisces in her 8th house is her ending. And it's in his 10th house of fathers. So, traditions, fame, honors, power, transformation, accession, and power is what Pluto stands for. And it rules over Scorpio, which is a house of death. So, the transformation with and the obsession and the power came in Pluto energy in her 6th house, which was her being of service to others and her routine of the fitness and, going. His mother and father. Know that they have, alibis, but somehow they were able to, work that out or fake it in whatever way that they were able to do it. I don't know. It should be looked into a lot more because, comparing their 2 birth charts and where they were on the same day, the morning that she was killed, at the same time. Yeah. He was communicating in his immediate material in the 12th house of endings. So, all I'm saying is, birth charts, our birth charts and transit planets and what houses they're in for us, they tell a big story, and this tells a story of a mother and a father and a son that got rid of her. She wasn't killed by water, though, but it was raining that night. I had to go over water. But, he went fishing, didn't he? And, wasn't he at his, brother's house or something? Wasn't that his alibi? So that might have him been communicating with his brother about the ending and say, his alibi already, going ahead and getting it squared away. They came in quick, fast, in a hurry, and they left out in quick, fast, in a hurry. It was very brief, very quick, and yeah. I think that that's exactly how it went. I think that her husband is guilty. And by the way, this is only my opinion. This is not fact. Everybody is innocent until proven guilty. I'm not stating anything that is fact. I'm stating my opinion from looking at their birth charts and where they landed. So, can't be sued for that. I do want to say, I know that her daughter had tried to raise money. I don't know if they maybe know somebody in the police department, if that's why they were able to get away with it. I don't know, or they were just really, really good at planning it. I don't know what the case is there, but I do know that they did plan it, and they are guilty, and they are the ones that committed it. So, makes me really sad, but it makes me sad that I couldn't give a different answer or couldn't see something different for their children that they have. And, you know, I would hate that to know something like that, but I do believe that her daughters deserve to know the truth. And, you know, I wanted to do a tarot reading on it, but I wanted to look at the birth charts first because it's something I've really been getting into and trying to learn all about. And I just thought that this would be more clarification than anything and kind of point us in the right direction. So, yeah. May she rest in peace. She seemed like she was a really, really helpful girl, and the energy that I feel coming from her is that she was, you know, she really wanted to help people better themselves. Her and Shanann really remind me a lot of each other. But I think more than anything, it is important for these children that are now grown, I believe, because this was like 10 years ago, I think. No? Heck, this was only in 2016. Well, I mean, they were really young, and they're getting older, and the youngest daughter, she tried to raise up money, and they denied her. They denied giving the money, taking the money so that they could reopen her mother's case. Like, she really wants to know what happened to her mother, no matter where the balls land. And, yeah. And that's where they land. Hope everybody has a good day.